Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a exciting brand new prospect image from Steve over at Tech Toy Tinker / Retro Arena. This guy works incredibly hard. He does a lot of fantastic images right across the spectrum of Chinese handhelds. Really amazing guy. If you haven't checked him out, I will leave a link in the description to his YouTube and also leave a link to his website. Really excited about this. Now, he's made 3 variants of this so far. I think this is the beta version 3. So I've noticed a few hiccups and a few little problems and niggles, which no doubt he will find out and also rectify over the next couple of weeks. This guy works incredibly hard, guys. But what he's done and managed to do so far is absolutely incredible. The lack of support for an image for this RG351V, it's a bit disappointing, really. I absolutely love this handheld. I absolutely love the screen. I love how it feels. I love the aesthetic of the Game Boy. I love the wood variant of it. I really can't stress enough just how much I really like this Ambernic RG351V. But to have the lack of support in image for it, I'm a bit devastated, really, to be honest. And to have like these image makers just come blatantly out and say that we're not going to support it, I find it terrible, really, to be honest. I don't know your thoughts on it, but I think that if somebody's gone through the hard work of making a system like this for us to enjoy as retro gamers, you know, you can't get any more retro gaming than this product. So I'm really happy that Steve over at Retro Arena has taken his time out to actually do an image. So we're going to run through what it's like. As you can see at the moment, this is a screensaver, so if you leave it, it just pops through the many different systems that Steve's put on there. I'm not too sure, I can't remember off the top of the head after watching the video, but I think there was roughly over 70 to 80 systems available for it on it at the moment. It could be less, could be more, I'm not too sure. I'm just throwing that number out there. So let's jump into it, guys. So I have noticed a few things that were a little bit problematic, but hopefully it will give you a guide to not panic and be able to rectify a few things. So as we go through, we have the normal display. You can swap it out, but obviously we have our normal systems on there. I haven't put everything on here, guys. I'll just try and do as many as I can to showcase. So there's a few that I haven't even tested yet. So let's go with CPS1 for starters. I know Steve had a lot of problems with the operating system itself just because of the orientation. Everything was to the side, so we had to like rotate everything. So this guy's a bit of a wizard. He is a genius. So let's just jump into some CPS1, and as you can see, this is the first problem that I'm getting so far, is it freezes. Now I don't know, I haven't left it too long in order, but as you can see, straight away it freezes. It's not a biggie, you just need to get your fingernail right in there. So it's good that that one's started straight off the bat. So we just go to reset. Remember, this is a beta, guys, and it is a working project, and it's not a small project. It is epically huge. As you can see, it's using RC2 Retro Arena, Retro Arch. So let's try again. So let's do some CPS1. Let's go with some Final Fight. And as you can see, it is crashed again. So the first time it did happen, I did actually let's turn it off and back on again properly this time. I did actually reflash the image and put it back on there, just in case that there was a bug in the system maybe with me downloading it. But it keeps happening, even when I reflashed it. Also, there is a massive long period of time that it rumbles for, so I don't know if Steve will be able to sort that out and make it just rumble once, maybe. Who knows? I'm not too sure. Okay, so let's try CPS 1 again. And we're in. So the controls are fine, plays really, really well, sounds nice, got no problem with CPS 1. If you want to get out of it, you literally can press twice the start and select button to quit. If you want to get into the options for RetroArch, you then just click, I think it's, I don't know, I've just used the actual F function key or the R key and the L3 key, but then you can just go in and change anything that you want. So you can put scan lines on there, you know, the usual options that you can choose from RetroArch. So we double click and take you right back. So let's come out of here. Let's try a CPS 3 game. As you can see, it's working fine, playing fine, looks fantastic on this screen. Really, really does. Okay, same again, start and select twice to come out. Let's move on to some Neo Geo. Neo Geo is running great. So I noticed on a Nintendo DS, the actual stylus wasn't working. Now I did change in the configuration of the settings for that and it still didn't work. Now I'm not too sure how this is going to work, but say for instance if we go to Super Mario 64, so we have the touchscreen, which is, it seems to be this button here, as you can see, but actual moving the actual stylus, it's not working. And I changed it into the settings as well. You just click L3 to go into the settings. Now it is incredibly small, but I know my way around, so it's not too bad. So let's go to controller. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I have changed it. So where it says touch cursor up, touch cursor down, I did it to the analog stick. Saved the settings, but it's not working. I tried using a D-pad and then same thing, didn't work. So I'm not really too sure what's going on there. But some games you can play just by moving around, if you have the options to do that. But any games with stylus, just not, unfortunately, just not going to be able to play that just yet. But apart from that, it's working fine.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.
And it looks fantastic. I have got enhanced graphics on. Like DS, it's not perfect on this chipset, but it's looking really nice on here. Just moving the camera, guys, sorry. To a more comfortable position. So you can swap between with the L1 and L2. You can have both buttons and then you can swap them out individually, swap them over, or you can have single and then swap them also, which is really nice. But as you can see, Mario is running really nice, guys. And by far the best version of Mario 64. Okay, so yeah, it's not running too bad at all. So I'm really impressed with that. As I say, the only thing that I found was just the analog or the actual stylus not being able to be moved around, and as I say, going into the button configuration and it's still not working when you're assigning the analog stick to it. So I'm not too sure if that's a problem on my side or whether it just needs to be configured in the .config files. So I'm not too sure with that one. But as I say, there's still lots of games that you still can play, and it's running really well. Going to some Nintendo. SNES is looking beautiful and playing amazing. N64. But I don't know if I saved the settings, so I might have to do it again, but I'll be able to show you instead of just telling you how to do it. No, it's saved. I must have saved them. Now, I'm not too sure what core is held for when you just go into it from the menu itself. But as I say, if you're having trouble with any games, you just go into Retro Arch and set the core yourself, and you can set that as the main core when you start it as well. Because I did have better performance when I chose Paraline. But that was full screen, and this is, looks like 16:9. But still, N64, it was running not too bad. Like always, some are hard to run, some are easy to run. There's no difference on most systems with this chipset. And it looks absolutely incredible as well. Okay, what else? Okay, so I was running into a problem, but I've had this before, but it was on Retro Arena as well, but I'm not too sure, but I have seen it in other builds as well. So we know the aspect ratio for this, and we should be able to, say for instance, if we go to Fist of the North Star. Now this is, as I say, I've had this on Bottasera, and I've also had it on Emulation, but a few systems it doesn't happen to, so I'm not too sure whether it's how the machine's built, but maybe you guys have got a workaround from this, or maybe that you've come across a way of actually stopping it or preventing it from happening. So I'll give you an example. So this is Fist of the North Star. So if we go into it, running great, by the way. What a game. One of my favourite fighting games. Okay, so as you can see, it's very pixelated and blocky. So I went into the options just to see what was going on with that. So went into options. And I can see that it's a 320 by 240 resolution, but that's not the resolution of this screen, 4:3. So if I go in there, I can change it to 640 by 480, which is the resolution. But when I click into it and then come back out, you can see that the actual image is not pixelated anymore, and the screen looks absolutely fantastic. It's still running at great speed, but then we have this massive, huge spaghettification, like it's been sucked into a black hole or something. So I don't know what's going on with that, because I want my games to look this sharp. As you can see, it looks absolutely wonderful. It is the native resolution for this handheld, so it should be able to do it. So I don't know if this is something that you guys know how to fix or rectify it. Now, I noticed this on a couple of other channels where they just disguise the fact that this happens and just never said anything about it, but on every single system that I've had, this happens. So I don't know if it's something you'll be able to fix, Steve. If you're watching, let me know if there's any workaround this, or if anybody else knows. yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, because I'd love to fix it, because I'd love to have my games looking this sharp, but without the spaghettification. Would be nice. But apart from that, guys, if you play it in the lower resolution, it plays really, really well. Same with Naomi as well. Obviously, not all games work due to the limitations of the hardware. Master System works fine. Mega Drive looks absolutely fantastic. Go with a bit of E-SWAT, or should I say Sonic the Hedgehog. I've also noticed that we've got borders on everything, top and bottom, so I'm not too sure how we're going to be able to tackle that, because really these should be playing full screen. I have tried to change, as I say, the aspect ratio, change everything, but they just don't seem to be going away. So maybe that's another thing that needs to be fixed also. But apart from that, Steve so far has done a wonderful job. Now, I know in his previous build he had a problem with the orientation of PSP, but he's fixed that now as well, which is really, really cool. But I also noticed if you change a few of the cores in Retro Arch, you do get the full screen. So it's kind of, I know he's called Tech Toy Tinker, but you definitely have to tinker around to get the best experience of all these emulators and proportions with the screens. But if anyone knows about the Atmos Wave though, and actually putting it in the native resolution and actually be able to have the screen not have that spaghettification type of thing happening, that would be unbelievable. I'd be incredibly happy. Okay, so let's move on to some PSP. Go with my classic. Now I did have to change the settings round quite a bit on this, because a few of the options are actually ticked when they shouldn't be ticked, and it was actually slowing it down immensely. I'm not too sure if they saved, so I might have to do it again. We'll see. Like buffering was set to up to 2, which is just no need to do that on the system. Yeah. Yep, I lowered it right down. Yep, so it's actually saved from the last one. Yeah, so you'll have to tinker around with it, guys, just to get the best options as always. So not too bad, it's running okay, and obviously now it's fixed from the second version, or the first version I think it was, where it was sideways. But yeah, really great job so far on that. So I'm going to leave it there for now, guys, but this is a insight to Retro Arena, the amazing work that Steve's done so far. As I say, there is a few little bits of bugginess that's happening, but it's to be expected. It is a beta version. I'm sure they will all be ironed out. Yeah, but I think it's promising. It's amazing that he's actually, you know, dedicating his time to actually make an image for this. I'm really excited to see the final build itself. And what else that this wonderful man can put on there. Yeah, I will leave a link to his website. I'll leave a link to his channel. Please check the man out. He works incredibly hard, and the community that he has there also helps him build the image itself. They're all absolutely fantastic. Tip of the cap to you, sir. Tip of the cap. And love to know what you think of this so far. Will you be getting it for yourself? And yeah, take care.